Hi guys, I wanted to share my haul with you. As you can see, I have some markers. Okay, so I went a little Spectrum Noir crazy this weekend. They had, at Joanns, they had their 40% off paper crafting sale. Plus they had their friends and family 25% off coupon, which was good through today. And I ended up going all 3 days. I went back to get more of these colors because the more I'm using the alcohol markers, the more I love them. And I apologize for the lighting. This is the best I can do right now. I know it's ridiculous. But basically I would have to film all my YouTube videos in the bathroom if I wanted to get the best lighting, and that just doesn't really work with a desk. So let me just share with you. So basically I did the math, and these were $1.12 a piece, and I never have gotten any Copics. I know that's a very popular alcohol marker, and I do hope to try them sometime. They are just a little bit cost prohibitive for me. So I'm really happy that I invested in these because of all the reviews and stuff that I've read, you know, with like refilling them and stuff like that, at this price, you could really just go and buy another marker to replace it. Because even if it's not on sale, you can always use a 40 or 50% off coupon to get the 6-packs. They don't sell them open stock at Joanns, but you know, you can find good deals online, and so I ended up actually buying, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 8 packs in total, and I have just about spent my entire gift card. I only have like $18 left on it. I had a Joann's gift card from my mom from last year, and I had slowly been spending on it. She gave me a couple of gift cards to online art supply shops too, and I'll have to share. One of them was to Jerry's Artorama, and I found out that we have a Jerry's Artorama right here in town. We have an actual store, and I went in there, and it was freaking awesome. It was just like, I mean, there's still some craft stuff there, but as far as art supplies, there were things there that I had never seen. There were gigantic pastel sticks, and these huge reams of paper, like patterned paper that you could spread out that would practically cover a floor. I mean, it was just like, it was amazing to go in there. We also have a Dick Blick here in town, and I did know about the Blick store, I just had never been inside, and it is really neat too. They also have their own brand of alcohol markers, which got good ratings here on YouTube, so I might have to check those out because they're also a lot more affordable than Copics, and they're supposed to be pretty similar. So what I did was, I'll show you my color chart here. I don't know how well I can get that in frame. I haven't figured out my storage yet for these markers. So, not that you really need to see this whole thing, it's really just to give you an idea. At first, the letter number system kind of confused me, and it wasn't until I actually went to their website and printed this off and then started filling them in that it makes a lot more sense. And if you keep this handy while you're working, it's very helpful for blending and just picking out the right tones. So basically the only 2 areas where I wish I could have more, but I need to put a cap on it right now, are yellows. I don't really have any yellows. This one's kind of close to yellow, but it's in the pale hues kit, and it is kind of a pale beige yellow. And then as far as grays, they have a whole bunch of grays that you can get. There are cool grays, ice grays, warm grays, green gray, brown gray. So there's all those where I'm just kind of empty here, but then I did get a couple of grays, and one's light and one's dark, so that's good. And then over here on this side, I would love to get more coral colors just because I think that's such a pretty color. Today I picked up their blues set, so that's all the ones you see here. They're all in the true blue section, so that's, yep, that's all 6. Because they also sell another blue pack, which is called blue turquoise, and so that's those. So I'll just show you some of the fun I've been having. I'm almost kind of going in like a manga direction or comic book direction now that I have these. Here's some of the stuff I've been working on, some of the portraits, and obviously, you know, I'm still learning as far as like shading and stuff like that, but here's some of those. Just gonna try to turn that. That one's the most kind of cartoony looking. And I'm gonna show you. Oh, okay, I don't remember what I was gonna. Sorry about that, guys. I just totally spaced out there. Well, anyway, so obviously I'm not sponsored in any way by Spectrum Noir. Not that you thought that I was, but I just thought I would put that out there since I am showing off so many of their colors right now. But I am really just excited to have these, and it just, not that I really had like an artistic block, but I was sort of in a space, you know, I've been working hard on my online store, and that has all digital stuff, and so I really did want to start getting back into making things, and so I'm really glad that I found these, because this is going to have me have my hands busy, and like slowly, like last year was when I opened the Etsy store, and I was still buying art supplies, like when I would find a good deal, and I was living in California and up until last summer, and then I moved back out to Arizona. I was still buying art supplies, like when I would see good deals at Tuesday Morning, or just like, you know, here and there there'd be something online, and I have good luck on Craigslist sometimes. People will be selling off bunches of crafts and art supplies, you know, when they move, or when they're just not using that stuff anymore. Sometimes you can really find some good deals that way. So I'll slowly be showing stuff in videos. Like another thing that I had bought last year were the Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2s, the crayons that work kind of like gelatos. You rub them on, they're really soft, and then you can activate them with water. And I'm loving those, so everybody was definitely right about those, because I'd heard people raving about them. And the other thing I wanted to mention was that, oh, here's something that is interesting about these markers. Okay, so most of the alcohol markers on the market have one end that has a brush nib, and these are different in that one is this thick chisel, and the other one is a bullet nib, which is probably considered medium fine, I would guess. And at first I thought that was a bummer that they didn't have a brush nib. They do have them available separately that you can buy online. I don't know if I'm going to buy any of the brush tips, because now that I've been using them, I think that they work great, but that is one of the ways that I have found some really interesting ways to draw lines, is through the chisel tip. I didn't expect to really use the chisel tip too much, um, but actually you can kind of bend it around the paper and make swoops and make some really interesting um, shapes, and it's a really satisfying feeling to like have it just softly glide on the paper, because if you get the right type of paper, these work really well. I did need to experiment quite a bit with paper because alcohol markers are not good for every type of paper, but it really is up to personal preference. I have heard some people say that they they like using cardstock. I believe this is some Bristol paper that I had bought, and then when I was at Joann's, I picked up another pad of the Low Cornell Mixed Media pad, because that one has, even though it's not specific to markers or alcohol inks, that one, for whatever reason, I really enjoy using these on it, and it also it holds up pretty well for watercolor. It's not the best for watercolor, like it will start to pill if you're using too much water, but it's pretty good. But for the alcohol ink, I really like how it works. So anyway, that's my share for today. I hope you're having an awesome weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.